Imagine that you're visiting the United States when something terrible happens in your homeland. Maybe it's a hurricane or an earthquake that kills thousands of people. Maybe it's a war or a political revolution or the threat of terrorism that makes it unsafe to return. You can't stay in the United States lawfully, but you can't go back home. What do? Well, if you're fortunate, the United States will designate your country for what is called Temporary Protected Status, or TPS. TPS occurs when the Department of State says, for this particular country, conditions there are too unsafe for people in the United States to return. So we're going to essentially extend their stay in the United States, allow them to stay here while the situation is being resolved. And a person with TPS can get a work permit, buy a house, get married, and live some sort of a normal life. Currently, there are 10 countries that are designated for TPS, and estimates are that more than 300,000 people are in the United States pursuant to TPS. Among those 300,000 people, there are now also, in addition, more than 200,000 U.S. citizen children born to TPS holders in the United States. But in recent months, the Trump administration has sent signals that indicate they're going to be phasing out much of TPS. A few months ago, it started with the redesignation of Haiti. Haiti, you might remember, was designated for TPS after the 2010 earthquake that killed over 230,000 people. Now, Haitians in the United States have enjoyed TPS since that time, but recently the administration said it will only be renewed for 6 more months, and Haitians in the United States should make preparations to return. We did several videos about this a couple of months ago, including the fact that the latest change in TPS for Haiti caused thousands of Haitians to cross the northern border into Canada seeking asylum. Yesterday, the Trump administration took action to end TPS for Sudan. Sudan's TPS will now also end in 2018, even though the Department of State itself still has Sudan on a list of places that United States citizens should not visit because of the danger of organized crime, armed rebellion, and terrorism. Now, if there's one thing we've learned over the last 6 months, it's that this administration is not a friend to immigrants, and TPS is entirely in the control of the administration. So while we don't know for sure, it certainly looks likely that this is a pattern, and we may expect to see TPS being ended in series for the other countries that enjoy it right now. That could mean, in the next few years, 300,000 people losing the right to live and work in the United States, many of them having been here for 5, 10, 15, maybe even more than 20 years. They couldn't go home then. Where are they going to go now? If you have questions about TPS, or you yourself have TPS, you should consult with a qualified immigration attorney to figure out what your options are. This is particularly true if you live in U.S. states covered by the 6th or 9th judicial circuits, because in those states, because of court decisions, TPS holders who are immediate relatives of U.S. citizens may have a path to lawful permanent resident status. Those states include Tennessee, Ohio, Michigan, Kentucky, California, Oregon, Washington State, Nevada, Montana, Idaho, Arizona, Alaska, and Hawaii. So if you live in one of those states, or you know someone with TPS who does, then they may have a path to lawful status. Of course, every case is different, and only a qualified immigration attorney can give a person a real assessment of their case and what actions they should take. If we can help you, or if we can help someone you know, please feel free to contact us at area code 423-402-0608 or on the web at www.lesterlaw.org. If you find these weekly videos helpful, then please follow us on Facebook or subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can stay up to date every week on what's changing in the world of immigration and get news from a reliable source. So until next time, stay safe, stay strong. We'll see you soon.